guys, I am now in Wellington and it is actually, I think, well, it's Saturday, so I'm on day 6 I think now. I didn't film when I got in yesterday because there was a big mix up with my room. Well, not really mix up, but there was a problem with my room. I went in there and I'm not usually a person who complains about a room. I'm usually pretty great because it's like, oh, you know, you're just going to sleep, you're seeing the world, you don't need to, you know, go out and you don't need to have a big fancy room, it's fine. But when I got in there, I just had this really uncomfortable feeling that something didn't feel right. The room also smelled really bad of cigarette smoke. Also my fridge didn't work, and the bed was extremely hard, and just the whole vibe of the room was just, I mean, not that this is important, but I was really uncomfortable. Like, I was getting very emotional and I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to stay here. I might want to look for a different hotel. I even got to the point where I was like, I kind of want to go home, this doesn't feel right. And I spoke to my husband and he's like, there's no harm in asking the hotel, and you should tell them about the fridge at least and the smell and all that. So I thought, okay, so I went back into the hotel because I went for a walk to sort of calm myself down a little bit, and then I would also go and find food and stuff for myself, because in this hotel there's no oven or dishwasher or anything like that. Like the other one, it's only just got a microwave here, but that's absolutely fine because you can just microwave food or just go get takeaways. So it's not a big problem. But I went and spoke to them and they were more than happy to change my room, so that was fantastic. And then they put me in this room, which is on the 15th floor. Originally was on the 11th floor and now I'm on the 15th floor, and this room is perfect. At the moment I walked in, it was just instant feeling that it completely changed. It was great, and it's a really, really lovely room too, and I'll show you around real quick. So this is the mirror that's by the door, so the door's here, and this is the sort of kitchenette area. There's a TV number 1. There is actually 2 TVs in here, and if you come around, I have these windows here. There's not much out on this side because there's a lot of buildings. And then there's this lovely couch here, so you can watch TV in a couch atmosphere. They've got a desk here. I will quickly show you my view from this room. Really not much to see, but you can see the hills with all the lovely houses on it. There's a bit of construction working here at the moment next door and on this building as well, so that's a little bit annoying, but it doesn't affect me. But see, that's my view here. But if you look over that way, you can see the harbour, but don't fret, I have another window and it has a much better view. So not that the view is important, but of course this is the bathroom. I'm sorry guys, the colour adjusts. So basic shower, and it's actually a pretty good shower, and then basic toilet, and you got your sink. There's me. Hi guys. I'll just turn this light off so I don't have to come back because I can't wait to have a drink, because I've been walking around shopping for my babies today, for my children. This is my room. Excuse the mess because I have actually been here for 1 night already and 2 days. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and so is my dad, and I did actually make this blanket for my dad when he was going through cancer to keep him warm, and it says here, handmade with love, Hayley, which is me. And after he passed away, I wanted to take it back to have as a nurturing and just something to help me with my grieving. I also have this cute little owl here. His name is Hootie. He's gender neutral. He goes from he and she all the time because I can't make up my mind, and neither can he. So he came with me, and he came, like you guys saw in the last video, you know the story about him. He came from a very special young boy at a very special time in my life when my dad was going through cancer, so I haven't been able to part with him since. And there's my disgusting suitcase because I'm a slob. Not when I'm at home, only when I'm on holiday. Up here I have another TV, so I can literally lay in bed and relax. And it's a king size bed and it's lovely and soft. I've got crap all next to the bed because I went to sleep obviously last night. And there's my dad. I brought a picture of him so I can see him whenever I want. And there's a really nice chair here, and then just along here is the really nice view. Yes, there's a couple of buildings in the way, and it's been raining most of today, but it is Wellington and it rains a lot here. but out there is the harbour, and there's lots of ships that go through here, and it's really beautiful. And then when I've got the window open, I can hear the seagulls very close, so I feel like I'm at the beach. So it's really nice. It's just not really beach weather. I don't think I've ever stayed in a hotel where I've been next to a beach and it's been raining and cold. I've always stayed in a hotel when it's been warm. So I'll close that back up because it's really cold now, and it's about 4 o'clock I think here at the moment. So I technically have a 2-bedroomed room, so it's like a little small apartment. I'll come back here so you guys can see me. So today I just did a bit of shopping, and I'm going to go relax now and have a drink and have something to eat because I didn't have any lunch. I did have breakfast. I did leave this morning and go down and have breakfast and then went shopping. Can you hear that? That's all the wind. If you heard that, that is the wind. And in my hotel room, there is a document that tells you about how to prepare yourself for an earthquake. So I've looked at that thoroughly. There's not one in this room, but there was one in my other room, and that I was like, oh my god, there could be an earthquake at any second. So that was interesting to see, being on a vacation by myself, to have, like, you know, you might have an earthquake, so get under a table if it happens. So they even had those warnings in Auckland when I went to Weta Workshop in Auckland. They were going through the earthquake preparations and tasks that you have to do in the event of one. So that was interesting. But tomorrow I am doing my next Lord of the Rings tour. It is heading to the Legolas Tree, Helm's Deep, Rivendell, Weta Workshop here in Wellington, and then we're also going to see an extra piece of the Shire that they use down here as well. So I have all of that, and then we're also getting a beautiful view off of a beautiful mountain at some point, Mount Victoria I think it is, and then that also includes lunch and everything, and I'll be back here around 4:30, and then I've got to really turn in early and get some sleep because I have to be up at 3 a.m. for a 6 a.m. flight, international flight. So I have to leave this hotel at 3 a.m. It's always when you book it, you're like, yay, I've booked it. And then you're like a day before and you're like, crap, I've got to get up 3 hours beforehand. But it's fine. I'll just sleep on the plane. I plan to get some breakfast, take it on board, eat that, go to sleep. And then I'll arrive in Sydney, and I'll have a full day in Sydney as well. So I'll take you around Sydney. I'd really love to see the aquarium, maybe even the zoo, but you know, a zoo's a zoo. And I'm not really a big fan of zoos because I hate seeing animals miserable in any place, you know, that isn't their natural habitat. So I don't know. I'll see how I feel when I get there. I'll see what I want to do. But my dad loved Sydney, so I hope he shows me around. So I love you guys very much. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we head to Weta, okay? And all the other Lord of the Rings locations. Alright, take care guys. Bye. Helm's Deep.
Yeah. So one bird himself.
Right up there was Helm's Deep. Flight to the Ford. This is where Arwen and Asphaleth and Frodo cross the river to Rivendell. So cool. The crossing. This is so cool. It's like my favourite scene in the entire film. Rivendell.
riverside. But this is basically, this whole park is like a picnic / camping area. You've got these guys doing their rafting on that.
Ah, cool.
I'd like to do some float like this. This would be quite fun.
Yeah, I'd love to do whitewater rafting or any type of rafting.
They do it and it's way calmer because the river's way up.
Yep.
It'll be quite good.
Yeah, I think that's going to be
Yeah, but go there first.
Rivendell.
Yeah, okay. So
then,
That's so cool.
you're right.
what?
Yeah, come here.
Yeah,
This is so cool.
But she needs to follow Instagram.
Of course.
Is that
I'm bragging.
Yeah.
Yes, you should. You're in Rivendell, so you definitely should. Neener, neener, neener.
Maybe I can get.
I'm in Rivendell, you're not.
What we need to do is
Coming to this awesome archway.
Yeah.
block the archway.
I mean, well, for me, it's been one of the centers or pillars of New Zealand tourism for 2 decades now. Right?
To be honest with you, I think it's going to be like that for a little while yet too.
Yeah.
So, this one here, just on this, so these are all the various bits and pieces, and if you read it, it tells you where they basically from. This here,
Yeah.
that was
Like
back
this?
out like a monkey. It's that tree there.
Oh,
So you've got to
yeah.
get on it because it stands on the root.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go up and have a look at that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Legolas's
Yeah,
tree.
essentially, that's right. So he stands on that root.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. It's in one of my books
You
that
got
I
your
got
phone?
home.
We're going to get a photo of you on there.
That's cool. This is Legolas's tree. It's about as tall as him. It's probably as old as him. That's so cool.
That's Legolas tree.
Yeah, the tree. You've got to get on there, take a photo.
Yeah.
Give me your phone.
It's so cool. Beautiful archway in the middle of a beautiful forest. Let's go down. It's beautiful. Beautiful log.
Yeah.
Okay, I should have brought a costume with me and done a shoot here, a photo shoot here. That's so cool. Alright, next time I know to bring costume
Yeah.
to do a photo.
And back. Oh, it's got blue back at the moment. It's in blue or green.
Cool.
So, and as you can see, it's all security. So it's basically a Hollywood lot. What the classic thing about it, look across the street and it's housing. This is people, yeah. This is an old paint factory.
Yeah, this is where the costumes are. Yeah, used to be an old paint factory. I looked this up
There
the
you go.
first day I got
Old
here.
paint factory.
Yeah, yeah,
So
Stone
it's
Street.
Studios.
Yeah, it's where they made all the costumes.
Yeah.
Then they've got they had rows and rows and rows and rows and rows because they needed to make multiple costumes for the characters because different stages of the film. Yeah.
So I'll take you down. Now we'll go because your tour is in 9 minutes.
Ooh, okay. That's
So we'll get
awesome.
you guys down here, right?
Yep, we can go. That's good.
Yeah. Cool.
This is where the costumes
Pictures
went.
in the air, right?
I wouldn't jump. That's a broken ankle waiting to happen.
And Frodo in the tree, and Sam was just down there when they leave Hobbiton on their adventure. This is so fun. Oh, Sam. You guys can read.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool. The real hero of the movie.
Yes, our favorite character.
Yeah,
I
he,
didn't realise it.
I swear he is.
In here,
Yeah.
yeah. See, they've put this carpet out there.
Yeah.
They put the roof on across the top there, a whole set, brought it down, and so in here, this is where they did it.
Oh, yep, the scene with the ring race. Oh,
Yeah.
They tucked in there, they were tucked in there.
we're tucked in here. Oh, this is where the hobbits were tucked in from the ring wraith.
Yeah.
They were tucked in down here. All the hobbits were tucked in down here.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. It's all good.
Yes. Go first, Haley, you want to.
Right, I'm going to start recording. So I'm going to go down, but I'm not going to record it because I'm going to see my. All right, this is where Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin were hiding from the ring wraith on the road. And they had a big trunk across the top here that they attached. It's so cool. And there's the road.
Oh, are you okay?
Some little hobbit sitting, hiding from the ring wraith.
It's cute.
Hey guys, currently 3 o'clock in the morning at the Wellington airport. I'm right down the other end. I'm so sorry if you can't hear me very well, but it's there's no one, hardly anyone here, and I can't check in until 4 o'clock, so until 4 a.m. So I'm sitting here waiting, and I'm hungry and I'm tired, and there's nothing open, and I usually would expect there to be food open in an airport, but here we are. I'm on my way to Sydney now, just for the day. So when I get to Sydney, I'll find a spot in the airport to put my suitcases, and then I'm thinking of going to the aquarium. But I'm just going to keep the day really simple because I'm going to be up for the next 18 hours. So I'm going to be very tired when I get home because I've only had about 2 hours sleep. So I always get nervous before I fly, and I'm about to go on an international flight now. So hopefully I'll fall asleep on the plane for a little while. That's what I'm hoping. And I'm hoping I can get something to eat once I enter the international airport section, like clear security and all that. But I've got a bottle of water I need to drink now before I go in because I can't take that in with me. I'm so tired, and I really am dying for a cup of coffee. So I think that's going to be my first plan of action. If it doesn't happen at the airport, it will happen on the plane for sure. Alright guys, I'm going to go see if I can check in because I think it's almost 4 a.m. My husband told me to get up at 2:30 in the morning to be here by 3 because you have to be here 3 hours before an international flight, but you can't check in until 4, so that's 2 hours before my flight. So thanks, hubby. Alright, I'm going to go see if I can check in. I'll check in with you guys once I'm in Sydney. Okay, see you soon. Wish me luck.